Happy weekend. This is Hot Chocolate with Paul for Saturday, July 6, 2024. A nice 4-day weekend for a lot of people. Today we're going to visit the Genesee Country Village and Museum for the Independence Day celebrations. My group, Excelsior, Brigade, Fife, and Drum Corps, performed by the pavilion on the Great Meadow. We did some historic and patriotic songs. And we're going to continue to use the music all the way through this video as a backdrop as we take a virtual tour of some of the buildings at the museum. At the end, we'll see the swearing-in ceremony of new citizens of the United States. It's a nice naturalization ceremony that they have every year. So we will begin this video with a drive through the town of Mumford going into the museum. I'm on Route 36, just turning on to, continuing on 36, just getting into Mumford. And this is where the Genesee Country Village and Museum is. Take a quick tour of Mumford as we go in. Just a small village. There's the fire station on the right. I did a parade from Caledonia once coming up that road that's straight ahead, and the parade ended right here at the fire station. Turning onto George Street. There's a church on the left. First Presbyterian Church, I think is what it said. Some nice old houses. This looks like a nice bed and breakfast here on the right, the Genesee Country Inn. I like these old villages. There's definitely a charm to them. Firewood. Genesee Country Village amazes me. Just about all of the old historic buildings that are in there were brought in from other places around New York State, I guess. You can literally spend an entire day just touring them all. They also have some old farmyard activity. And every weekend, they have a different type of event. They've had a Celtic weekend. They've had a Little House on the Prairie weekend. Things like that. Of course, I was there a couple months ago for the Civil War weekend. And a couple of us from Excelsior, Brigade, Fife, and Drum Corps did some performing of the type of drumming that we did and fifing that we did back in the Civil War days. There's the entrance to the museum. I'm going to be showing some of the museum today, but because I'm also going to be working, fifing and drumming, I'm not going to do too much because I need to save my steps. This is the Great Meadow. That's the entrance area that you just saw. And here's the pavilion on the Great Meadow. We perform in front of that, so we're getting set up there. These are some of the buildings in the village square. This is Hosmer's Inn. Humphrey House. A big part of the Independence Day celebration is the naturalization ceremony.
For generations to come. The miracle of what we call America and the democracy that we celebrate today is a work in progress. We need your help in meeting the challenges of tomorrow.
I think I've officiated about 4 or 5 weddings here at the museum, and I have another one scheduled for later this year. And that's where I stood. And that was my view. This is one place where I have officiated a few weddings. The bride will come down the aisle this way. I'll be standing right there with the groom. And then this is my view as I officiate the wedding. I've had this room on standby for a wedding rehearsal in case the weather was bad outside.
I'm gonna go blame it on that. Sorry.
So now that the parade is over and we're done performing for the day, I changed out of those hot clothes. And it's funny when I change out of the uniform because a lot of times people don't even recognize me. People tell me I look really different when I don't have my Civil War uniform on. I can remember times when I'd have conversations with people at a parade or something, go and change my clothes and then walk right past them and they didn't even recognize me. It's funny.
Repeat after me. That I will support and defend the Constitution and laws of the United States of America against all enemies, foreign and domestic. That I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same. That I will bear arms on behalf of the United States when required by law. That I will perform non-combatant service in the armed forces of the United States when required by law. That I will perform work of national importance under civilian direction when required by law. And that I take this obligation freely without any mental reservation or purpose of evasion. So help me God. I hereby declare on oath that I will absolutely and entirely renounce and abjure all allegiance and fidelity to any foreign prince, potentate, state, or sovereignty, of which I have heretofore been a subject or citizen. Congratulations, you are now United States citizen. Everybody should realize that this